Welcome everybody to our first commentary on my favorite filmmaker of all time, Stanley fucking Kubrick. For those
and fucking isn't his middle name. Although it is the last word we hear from him in any of his films.
The director who forever changed the sci-fi genre with his masterpiece 2001: A Space Odyssey is my favorite filmmaker of all time. I absolutely love his style. I love how completely different from every other filmmaker out there he is. And he's one of those filmmakers who truly achieves, and he's a perfectionist. Like every single film of his is technically, I mean, in terms of direction, it's always flawless. He's the best director of all time, as far as I'm concerned.
But sadly, we're not starting off with my favourite of his, Full Metal Jacket. But I haven't seen this.
Well, then again, you've seen only like two of them, right?
Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut and Full Metal Jacket.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is actually the shortest, which is mostly the reason why I picked this one, because it's the shortest, so it won't... yeah. So anyway,
this is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
And yes, it's supposed to be stupid. It's a comedy. Basically, this is a comedy about it's a comedy that satires the stupidity of war. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, Okay, audience, you're gonna start right before the thingy, the message about the U.S. Army and shit comes up. Yeah. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, click.
It is the stated position of the U.S. Air Force that their safeguards would prevent the occurrence of such events as are depicted in this film. Furthermore, it should be noted that none of the characters portrayed in this film are meant to represent any real persons, living or dead.
Shouldn't it be people?
In other words, this is a work of fiction.
Yes, it's not real, you dummy.
Honestly, if you take this movie seriously, it's a comedy.
Columbia Pictures? I'd have thought Warner Brothers would have done that.
No, it's because this was before he went to Warner Brothers. This was his last film before Warner Brothers signed an exclusivity contract with him.
Don't show Ping's head.
Stop the enemy, I guess.
Alright, so here's how the movie starts. It starts out with the soothing song while you're watching a plane fire missiles at...
Okay.
How charming.
I guess. Columbia Pictures Corporation presents a Stanley Kubrik production. Starring Peter Sellers!
The comedy legend Peter Sellers. Awesome.
Unless he's in Casino Royale 1967.
And
George C. Scott! Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying, I Love the Bomb! So what's with this random big text?
It's meant to be. Trust me, Dwebs. This movie is just that random. Like
I don't remember. Is he intentionally in black and white?
Yeah, James Earl Jones is in this.
Pedro.
Sorry, what is it?
Is the movie intentionally in black and white? Kind of like
no,
Frankenstein
this movie, it wasn't intentionally black and white because at the time Kubrick was still a bit hippie on the color thing. Because he started out with low budget films, which is why they were black and white, and he kept that. But then when it came down for the time to make 2001, which was the movie he made after this. Actually, wait, no, I think he made Spartacus after this. Now that I think about
Director of Photography.
Let me quickly check.
Anthony Harvey, film editor.
I don't know. Wait.
Ken Adam. He designed most of the Bond film sets from when it started until Moonraker.
Mm-hmm. Basically, there's going to be a lot of war satire in this film.
So at least I've got big sets to look forward to for this film.
Oh yeah, totally.
Directed and produced by Stanley Kubrik.
And he also wrote together with another writer.
The author of the book and someone else.
Yeah, that's another interesting thing about Kubrick. Whenever he would adapt a book, he actually would always get the writer of the book to collaborate with him. So that's
unless it's The Shining.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
it's The Shining.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
Which okay,
Even-
from what I've read, while what's his name? While Stephen King did like the film as a film, he didn't think it was a good adaptation.
Yeah, he tried to do his own version with a terrible miniseries.
Okay, here's an awesome thing. Sorry, go ahead, too.
Sure, no, sure. Go ahead.
Peter Sellers is actually playing multiple roles in here. The first one here is the lieutenant. And yes, Dribs, he always has that cigar.
Okay.
Is he putting his cigar in the wrong?
Yeah, that's actually a detail. Hold on. Every time he puts a cigar, he always puts it the wrong.
Why?
Because he's the dumb colonel.
Comedy.
Trust me, Dribs, he's more than just dumb.
Let me guess, he's like the most inept colonel you'll ever see in
Actually,
your life.
he even goes beyond that. You'll see. You'll see.
Is he just an empty shell?
No. Hold on. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I want it to be a surprise because it's hilarious.
Right. Impounded.
Okay.
Surprised he remembers how to breathe. I think this is the earliest film we've seen. When was this made?
1950. Let me.
1950
Actually, no, 1964. What am I talking about?
Oh, 64.
I was thinking of Path of Glory for a moment there.
Yeah, same year Moonraker came out. How does that even work?
Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah, Spartacus came out before this, and Lolita too. Yeah. This was the last movie he made before he went to Warner Brothers. In
Yeah,
2001 was his first film in color.
Okay.
Because that movie was driven by visuals, so it was finally the time to start making films in color. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and now we get, shall we say, let's just say these are...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet all Americans feel completely safe knowing that their army, on the way to an important bombing mission, reads Playboy.
Yeah. Let's just say every single one of these pilots, and that's James Earl Jones there. He still wasn't the famous guy he was.
This is pre-Darth Vader.
Yeah, so he wasn't exactly the star that he's well known for at this point. But yeah, every single one of these pilots is a goddamn lazy bum.
And then the plane crashed. Da, 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 da. What?
They're not that incompetent, are they?
Trust me, Shiroy, everybody in this movie is fucking incompetent as hell.
And I guess he made Full Metal Jacket later on to balance it out.
Actually, Dwebs, his main reason for wanting to make Full Metal Jacket was because of Paths of Glory, not this movie. Because Paths of Glory was an anti-war movie. So, but when it comes to Full Metal Jacket, we wanted, again, when he went to suggest Full Metal Jacket, his producer said, "Wait a minute, Stanley, you've already done Paths of Glory. No, that's an anti-war film. I want to make a movie that depicts war in the most realistic way I can."
Okay.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh no, trust me, Shiro, it's a fantastic film.
I'm sure it is. It would just seem a bit depressing.
Well, Shiro, that's war for you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we were reading Playboy. Then who's flying the plane?
I think it's was autopilot a thing back then in
I can't
1964?
remember.
Basically, they can figure out what's going on here.
Good,
That's right.
they're
That's right. They're pilots and they don't know what's going on with the plane. So they have to check the manual.
If you need instruction, check out the enclosed instruction book.
if this were the Lego movie, I'm not quite sure how long they'd have lasted. Read the instructions, oh wait, you can't understand them. We all suck at our jobs.
Or it's like in Toy Story 3 where Buzz turns into Spanish and they're like, well, how do we turn back to normal? I can't tell. It's written in Spanish.
Well, I still haven't seen Toy Story 3.
Watch it. It's awesome.
It's
Well,
great.
I should before it turns into a quadrilogy.
Okay.
Your American Air Force, your U.S. Air Force at work, ladies and gentlemen.
All your tax dollars are safe.
Yes, this is where
Why is he wearing a
Hard
cowboy
Your
hat?
taxes go.
Is this Indiana Jones?
Ta-da.
Da, 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 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. Da, 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 2 by 2, da, 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 da.
Basically, the main idea behind this movie is to satirize the Cold War fears. Basically, Kubrick wanted to make a film, guys, to make his point, guys. The best thing you can do is just try to, think
Chill
positive,
out.
chill out and shit.
Yeah.
War is a stupid thing, and that's pretty much the main message of this movie. War is a stupid thing. Okay, so you're probably wondering why were those two pilots asking? Do you maybe think this is some kind of loyalty test? Basically, they've gotten a specific message about what they're supposed to do now, except we don't know yet because they're saving it for when the president hears of it.
Well, if I wanted to watch a loyalty test, I'd watch that part in Kingsman.
All right, now we're
Hello
introduced to
Ooh.
George C. Scott.
Well, that's George C. Scott. Wow, yeah, the sex change.
No. This is his shall we say lover in this movie.
lady.
Lady. This is George C. Scott.
Basically, he's the general of the U.S. Army.
Again, when a woman's on screen, it's kind of awkward when you say George C. Scott, because I'm like, wow, the sex change? Wow, he got hot.
George C. Scott got hot.
George C. Hot. Colonel Punch.
Sure.
I don't know any men that use powder.
That's the point, Shiro. He's kind of a prima donna, of a general, shall we say.
It's Dick Layton.
Well, it's George C. Scott, so he's perfect at playing that kind of character. You're the general. Shouldn't you know who the commander is?
Again, our US Air Force at work.
Well, in this case, it's Army, but yeah.
You know, all this could be resolved if you just answered the phone for like 2 minutes.
You lazy prick. Slap.
True. Don't worry, Dwiz, we're not watching Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, again, I was like, wow, Stanley Kubrick's ended ripping off his own ideas. Jesus.
I love that one. Peace is our profession.
Yeah. only he replaced George C. Scott with Tom Cruise.
I wouldn't be surprised if James Cameron inspired himself. Remember the serve and protect thing on Terminator 2? I wouldn't be surprised if it's inspired by this scene. You gotta feel sorry for the poor lieutenant because he's the one voice of reason in this army full of morons.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the third instruction he gave?
Yeah, you'll see that.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay.
So this guy's the one guy who's keeping everyone from going completely insane.
Trust me, Shiroi, he is gonna try, the poor man, but he will not succeed.
Yep.
Alright, back to...
Well, then again, no one was taking him seriously anyway, so...
Yeah.
At least he's safe.
And they're safe up in the sky.
Alright. Top secret.
R. Oh. R. Okay, let's...
So let's see.
Wow. A lot of attack profiles.
I actually think this is an actual song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
We
it is.
also did a parody of it in Ants.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Bam.
Basically, they're going to block out the plane from any kind of radio control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is that so no one can make the plane crash or anything?
Let's just say it's part of their instructions, and once you hear what exactly the general's plan is, you'll see why.
OPE.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Interesting name.
Out of this truck texts. Out of this truck.
What if like I don't know? What if like he pressed the switch
Is
and it
this
blew
a
up?
suicide mission, or I?
Pedro.
You're on to something,
Hey
Shiroi.
Pedro, what if like when they flipped the auto-destruct switch, what if they got careless and when it flipped, it blew up instantly?
Honestly, dudes, considering this how this movie is, it wouldn't surprise me that a single bit.
Uh,
Yeah, sorry Stanley, I forgot my line. Can I start again? But hey, at least you have catchy music.
yeah.
True. Oh boy.
What's a British person doing in the American Army?
Well, Peter Sellers is British.
Yeah.
Well, maybe maybe he was like born in America, but has British parents. It's possible.
Probably.
I suppose. But then again, if you're raised in America, shouldn't you have an American accent?
Depends. It can go either
Depends.
way, considering your parents and shit.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're gonna get.
Yeah, he's more concerned about his alcohol than he is the task at hand.
Are you sure? Dwebs, are you sure you didn't travel to the past and help Stanley write this?
No. And, oh, even if I did, from what I hear, Kubrick could be a bit abrasive to some people. And by the way, sir, can I please be in charge? You suck at your job.
Everyone here sucks at their job.
Except the lieutenant. The
Hell,
lieutenant
he can't even leave the room.
Oh yeah, captain. That's it. Sorry. Yeah. Basically, he's trying to convince the general to stop this. Ooh.
Ouch.
Yes.
Hold on. Sure,
Ouch.
please mute.
This reminds. I guess Failsafe must have taken inspiration from this part.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How?
Depends on the politician.
Alright, sure, yeah, I think you can come back. The noise seemed to be gone.
Okay.
Yes, because back in the day, being communist was like being the devil.
That's right, Mr. Gentleman. He thinks that the Russians have a plan to basically impurify our bodily fluids.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically decided to send those planes to attack Russia. I'm not even kidding.
So he's doing this just because
Genius.
of our
Because
bodily
he's doing this
fluids.
because he's fucking nuts, that's why.
Hi, Peter Sellers, again.
Yes, Peter Sellers plays 3 roles in this one.
Wow.
This decision wasn't thought out at all, was it?
Gee, you think? I mean, oh, come on, Shiroi. Wouldn't you trust the command of your army
Wait, sorry,
to a guy?
did I mishear that? Did they just say Jack the Ripper?
Yes.
What? What is that got to do
Why
with
you
what's
No,
going?
he's it's just George C. Scott being weird. Don't worry, he's weird like that. But what I was going to say? Oh, come on, Shiroi. Wouldn't you trust the command of the Welsh army to someone like that? I mean, come on,
No.
look at the guy.
No.
British Army.
What's wrong with him?
There's a Welsh division, but I don't think there's a British. There's not a Welsh army.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
the British Army is the British Army. They're just different divisions.
Okay then.
Ah,
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
should I mute, please? Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, about that, Mr. President.
Sorry, I really don't know where that's coming from because I'm not hearing what I know you're hearing.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Shiro, next time your birthday comes around, I'll buy you a headset. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I'm going south.
That's
Wales
right,
for
ladies and
holiday, so-
gentlemen. The plan turns out Plan R is a plan where, for a special occasion, when an official can make a decision, a nuclear decision that sometimes, normally only the president can make that. Yeah, who the hell thought it was a good idea to have that?
Yeah.
Especially trusting it to this guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm an idiot.
Oh, by the way, notice what's written
Yeah.
there. World targets in mega deaths.
The SSMB radios.
Yeah.
Basically, our general is kind of gone a bit screwy in the head. Sorry
No.
about that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, we've probably caused World War III.
Well, it happens.
There you go, Shiroi. That's the general. The general is actually called Jack Ripper.
Why? God.
Because that's funny.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Dwez. Wouldn't you trust the commander of your army to someone with that name?
God damn it, Stanley. And the
I wouldn't
writers-
trust anyone with that name.
No.
Ah, you guys are just...
But then again, considering all the recent celebrity scandals involving that kind of stuff recently.
True. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Red retaliation.
That's racist.
Well, that's they're depicting how racist America
Yeah,
was at the
remember
time.
back in the Cold War days, Americans were really racist against the Russians. They were either called the Reds or the Pinkos.
Pinko?
Pinkos, derived from the color pink. A trace of that is in Soda Popinski in the NES Punch-Out game.
Hey Pedro, I just
Hey.
I think I just realised something.
What?
I think the only Stanley Kubrik film to actually take place in the year the film was released was Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. Well, Eyes Wide Shut doesn't really have a specified date, does it?
Aside
think-
from this,
I don't know.
well, it looks more
Especially,
like
especially since Eyes Wide Shut is supposed to be kind of like a weird dream.
yeah, it looked like 90s New York.
True. I love how he kind of pouts.
Yeah, Grr, that
Aw.
stupid president.
Never lets me have any fun.
Annoying women. General, you're kind of in the middle of an important reunion.
You're in the middle of an important meeting here.
The fate of the world, like, depends on this meeting, and you're on the phone to your lady.
I mean, what if like David Cameron were like this?
Oh gosh.
Listen, darling, I can't. I'm in the middle of making this referendum to get us out of the EU.
One thing that I love about this movie is that even though it's a comedy, it manages to not go into full-blown silly. I mean, yeah, it is silly in nature, but it manages to also remain very, it's not forcing the silliness in your face. It's being...
It's not immature.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it, I guess. I get the feeling the general is kind of mad at the president. Just saying.
Yep.
We're gonna go apeshit, man.
The president is not amused.
Yep.
His facial.
Why would you want to attack all their air bases?
Wow.
Yeah, some blood might be spread, but you know what?
This is like The Price is Right, except instead of money, it's dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah, be quiet, man.
Yeah, quiet.
Oh.
These people are special.
I love the idea of the war room in America being just people bickering at each other.
Well, this is what Parliament is usually like around here. So.
Yeah.
Dr. Scott does a great job with his facial expressions.
What time are you guys at?
46, 38, 49, 40.
I'm only a second behind.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, I love this part.
That accent is amazing.
It is.
I'm surprised the past haven't nodded off hearing his orders.
The Holy Bible.
How would you understand this? It'll be like one word per page.
All the text is probably minuscule.
Yeah.
Free pair of nylon stockings? How exactly is that going to be useful?
What if they cross-dress to get out of a situation or something?
All right, so this is the Russian the Russian representative going to talk to the president about the whole situation.
Okay.
I'm Russian. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Shiva, I guess it's just you and me. The other half
okay.
the other half is burbed.
Oh.
A degenerate atheist.
Damn atheists.
Oh, here
I
it is.
suppose back
One of the best
then
scenes.
being an
Hold on,
atheist-
I'm not sure. One of the best lines in the
Okay.
movie. Brilliant line. Brilliant. Like, that's brilliant. Seriously. Oh, Debs, you there?
No, I ain't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome.
What I was saying was, I think back then being an atheist was
Oh, yeah,
kind of
welcome back,
more
Libs.
of a...
Yeah.
Oh, you just missed one of the best lines in the movie. Basically, the Russian ambassador and the general got into a fight, and the president said one of the most brilliant lines in the film. Gentlemen, you can fight in here. This is the war room.
Oh boy.
Tetris playing bastard.
Da, 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 da.
Shiro, turn off your fan. Thank you. Man, even Shiroi is whatever wants to participate.
Yeah. My computer's a war machine.
I guess so.
And to think it wouldn't be in the situation if it weren't for that idiot general.
And that whimsy dog.
Here it is, one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Pay attention, Shiro, this is amazing. Oh yeah, he's warning the president, the Russian president about the things. Okay, not yet. I actually, like I was saying about the woman, I actually think this guy's actually Russian. I'm not entirely sure, but I think he is. Hold on, listen. Oh, this is like us in Skype.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stanley Kubrik predicted Skype problems. Only we don't talk like...
It's good. It's good to be fun. Okay, let's get serious.
Had a slight weapons malfunction, but everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Where does that meme come from where somebody's sitting in a room of fire?
Hold on, Shiro. Well, let me finish.
What a funny story.
Yeah, don't worry. It's no big deal. Your country's about to be blown to smithereens.
You betrayed me.
Hello.
Guys, there's kind of a problem going on.
Social problems.
Now it sounds like they're talking to a family member they hardly ever speak to.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just a friendly call to tell you your country's about to be blown up.
It kind of reminds me of that phone call in Family Guy where the family being sent to the south.
Space.
Ghostbusters.
My secretary.
This is the most casual talk about the world apocalypse I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Can you tell me when you get to 4406?
Almost there, and click.
Okay.
Shiroi.
Shiroi?
Yeah?
Click.
Your sound.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Any chance you could edit out the...
Hold on. Okay, dude.
Now this is a phone call between me and Alice.
Oh, really?
She's very apologetic for absolutely no reason. She says sorry all the time, and nobody knows why. So this
Oh, really?
just sounds
Then
like...
I have to show you. Then I have to give you the link to the clip of the scene on YouTube so you can show it to her.
Yeah.
George C. Scott's facial acting is fucking brilliant.
Like, oh, what the fuck?
Has he ever done any silent stuff?
I don't think so. No.
Shame.
Yay, Doomsday Machine.
Apparently the Russians have that. Oh come on, Enrique, it's not that bad.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Could
you're
be
only about
worse.
to be killed.
Could be worse. Could be raining.
You know, watching this and finding out what Peter Sellers would turn out to be in Casino Royale it's actually kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna have to do that film eventually, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So
We're doing all the Bond films, right?
yes, even the unofficial ones, except the well, actually, we might be doing that 50s one with Barry Nelson.
Well, I'd like to be in on all of those.
Sure.
Sorry about that, Blips.
I suppose we could start with the 50s Barry Nelson TV show one. Well, I just hope you enjoyed our behind the scenes.
I love what he's saying. Basically, he's telling him, look, 70% of your body is water. If the Russians are gonna take over it, then you're fucked. So trust me, I'm doing the right thing.
Humans, the most resilient water balloons ever.
I love how completely awkward this is for him.
Yeah, I mean, he could potentially die. What
the?
No, don't go to the window, you fool. Don't go to the window, you fool.
Oh, well, you're fucked.
No worries. He came prepared. There we go.
With golf clubs?
No.
One of those with fire.
Jesus.
Strings.
And by the way, most of Peter Sellers' dialogue is actually improvised. This whole string thing, this is totally him.
Which is odd, because Kubrick doesn't usually allow ad-libbing.
Yeah, but
unless you're either Peter Sellers or Ali Ermey.
I have the Blu-ray and I've watched the behind-the-scenes stuff. Throughout most of the time while they were shooting this movie, Kubrick was laughing his ass off at every single silly thing Peter Sellers did on stage. So he actually had cameras on him all the time, even when they weren't shooting, because he didn't want to miss a single bit of thing. And if something funny would happen, he would put it in the movie somehow.
He's gonna burst into song.
Sure, mute.
Sorry.
Are you fucking serious?
So
who's the more on the green like that?
Wow, I guess Kubrick is right. War is fucking stupid as all shit.
so let me get this straight. They made a machine that can't be switched off no matter what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, James Cameron isn't that original.
Actually, it's interesting you say that, Dibs, because God, what is it? Star Wars, yeah. Here's an interesting thing. Before the first Star Wars movie came out, James Cameron was a truck driver, and it was the first Star Wars movie that made him decide to quit that job and become a filmmaker.
You're from truck driver.
And here's the star of the film, Dr. Strangelove. Basically, he's the he's the head of
the title character 51 minutes in.
Basically, he's the head of America's science department and shit. Basically, he's the big inspiration for Dr. Insano, probably. And yes, that's Peter Sellers again. Okay, the thing about Dr. Strangelove is that half of his body is actually Nazi. Don't ask me why, it just is.
Yeah, well, a cigarette, never mind.
Well, actually, it's gum, I think, but yeah. You fucking moron! That thing can blow up the world!
It reminds me of that Doctor Who episode where it turns out they buried a bunch of nuclear missiles underneath the Earth's crust, and all you got to do is turn an Osterhagen key, and the Earth gets ripped apart. Did you see that one, Tio?
No, can't remember now.
The one with Davros in the Russell T Davies era. Strangelove. You just did tell the world.
They love surprises. There you go. That's why they didn't tell anybody. They love surprises. I just...
Yes, this is a surprise they'll sure to love, right?
And by the way, peace is our profession, just in case you haven't noticed.
You're being very subtle about it.
Yeah, very subtle.
You fucking whore.
Well, then again, Shuri, this is the same guy whose very last words we ever see, who's in his very last film, the very last word he ever wrote in a script was "fuck."
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wow.
That was the very last line he ever wrote on a script.
Famous last words.
Trust me, when you see, if you ever see Eyes Wide Shut, you'll know why. It makes sense in context.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, maybe you should take cover.
I'm surprised she hasn't been shot already.
Maybe maybe the enemy is just incompetent. STO put it very well in our Expendables commentary. Maybe it's because the enemy is just as stupid.
Yeah.
We're okay here.
Mate, the room's been shelled. So.
Wow. Our bodily fluids are fine, you fucking moron.
The Russians want our body fluids.
For why? I don't know,
Well,
they just want it.
Given the way these people actually are, I don't think they are fine at all.
Oh, here it is. Listen. Yeah. he come up with this while he was having sex. Like,
I don't even.
He must have not been enjoying it.
I can imagine it now. He's about to finish, so to say, and then he goes, "Oh my God, the bodily fluids!" Oh!
Must have been a
Russian prostitute.
I'll just quote that guy from the documentary, from the Life in Pictures commentary that I love. Who comes up with this stuff? Like, seriously.
Stanley Kubrik in this case, apparently.
As I say, maybe she was Russian, so it was like telekinetic or something, mind reading.
You're reading too much into it, Shiro.
Insert awesome George C. Scott facial reaction here.
Bag. We surrender. Shouldn't they be waving a white flag if they're surrendering? No, we will not recall the winger.
We have to see this through to the end, man.
I'm stoned.
This poor man. He's the one voice of reason, and yet he's stuck with the craziest guy. Oh, by the way, there you go, Shiroi. The clip for that phone conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, he's afraid he'll get tortured if he surrenders.
Wait, one minute is bodily fluids, the next is torture.
That's the point, Wibbs. He's afraid they'll steal his bodily fluids.
By torture?
Yes. Oh boy.
Peter, shoot him.
He's gonna shoot him, isn't he?
He's a good guy, Dwebs. He's trying to somehow manage to, you know...
Suppress
Stay
the
sane.
Oh.
Well...
Wait,
Well, now we're fucked. Like, the one guy who knew the code is dead now.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop us now, because he's dead, rummaging through the drawers and trying to find the code.
No, but that's the thing, Shira. He's the he never wrote it down. He's the only one who knows it. So, we're fucked, pretty much.
I'm scared.
Well, the world is doomed.
Yep.
Again, like the president said, well, you know how it is. He went a little funny in the head. You know, just a little funny, you know.
Yeah, and well,
Just a little bit.
now his head's even more funnier.
Oh, boy.
Evasive maneuvers.
You might want
Oh,
to...
there you go. Oh, there you go, Dibs. Good call.
Yeah, they were listening to me. Yeah.
Do a barrel. Do a
Wow,
barrel.
they actually are using common sense now.
Wow, it's
So-
having the effects here look better than Puma Man.
Well, this is Kubrik, a visual master, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just these visuals. It's just a case of they just haven't aged very well. Puma Man was pretty much doomed on arrival.
Like, Stanley Kubrik was, of course, known for, like, in terms of technical direction, the man was, like, the best. Like, to say that Stanley Kubrik was ahead of his time is an understatement. Kubrick was ahead of our time. Like, there's no...
I guess Alberto Di Martino is the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there are still plenty of Kubrick movies. There are still plenty of... there are still Kubrick movies that look a lot better than most movies made nowadays. Like,
I wouldn't say this one does, though.
no,
to
not
be
this
honest.
one, but like
No.
say, like for example, the special effects in 2001, for example, they still look, they are still effective to this day, even though they're you know, like there's so much craft in that movie. It's amazing.
And Star Trek: The Motion Picture ripped it off.
Oh, well,
Just wait till you get to see what becomes of that missile eventually. Let's just say the ending of this movie is something.
Yep.
Oh.
Ouch.
Let me guess, they're fucked.
Well, what do you think? I think we've been fucked since like minute 1 of this movie.
You know, maybe if you were busy time reciting the protocol for the operation you were doing.
Oh, come on, Dwebs. This is totally good military proceedings.
I wonder what the process is for joining this particular army.
Be dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the whole point of this movie is, show off war for what it basically is, an incredibly stupid thing.
It is an incredibly stupid thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's why this movie. That's why I love this movie so much. It's a movie that manages to be smart by being stupid. That's just only Kubrick could come up with something like this.
The army, they fly like a moron. And they're gonna crash any minute. Come on, anytime.
The music. Da, da, da. Peace on Earth. Right. Wonderful. Yeah, totally.
Okay, what time are you guys at?
Purity and sense. 65, 36, 47, 38.
I'm only a second behind again.
1 second?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Stop it.
Okay, so basically he's trying to see if somehow he has the code somewhere in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, awesome. Basically, what you have here is the most suspected, the most suspicious soldier, the most paranoid soldier in ever, and you'll see why.
Is the only sane character about to die?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the plan is the whole situation is so stupid that the guy doesn't even believe it.
Well, that's legit, honestly.
It is. That's the whole joke. Well, this is up to... Alright. Could this possibly get any worse?
Yes.
Yeah. Was that the aircraft that was shot?
As you can see, yeah. Alright. Auto destruct, maybe?
Not working.
Not working.
Oh boy.
The auto-destruct blew itself up.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think now that you've mentioned that, Dwebs, yeah. But the main excuse this movie has is the fact that not only is it a 1964 movie, it also was made on a lower budget compared to something like Spartacus, which was the movie you made before this. So yeah, this movie has that excuse. Whereas what was the other movie we were talking
Puma
about?
Man?
Yeah, Puma Man.
Puma Man was just a Superman ripoff.
One that I really want to see.
Oh, trust me, it's awesome. Oh, come on, Theo. That's a pretty funny movie.
I know, it's still shameful though.
Robert DiMattino has already made two
You gotta
rip-offs.
feel bad for him.
He ripped off James Bond and Superman in his career.
I wonder how this guy got admitted into the U.S. Air Force. So, hello, are you here to enlist? Yes, I'm here to enlist. I want to join the Air Force, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Wouldn't you totally admit a guy who talks like that into the Air Force? Oh boy.
Or maybe it's like Family Guy, where you can literally just go in, write your name, and write another person's if you feel like it.
Yeah. Oh.
He's the loony. Mutiny.
You gotta have one paranoid.
There you go. He's this guy, for some moronic reason, is convinced that he's some kind of pervert. Civil defense is your business. Right there in the at the the wall.
I'll be right back again.
Oh, it's a shame. It's one of the best scenes.
I'll stick around for this scene then.
Okay.
I'll thingy.
All right. I love the line that's coming in a few minutes.
I don't believe it. We're in an army base and we have to use a payphone. But shouldn't talking to the president urgently override any issues with that?
Yeah. But again, everyone here's a moron.
Yeah. Here he comes. Here we go.
Coca-Cola?
Just listen. I love the line he says.
Pause and
Here we go.
refresh.
Have to answer to the what?
Answer to
The
the
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola company.
machine.
The Coca-Cola. If you don't get your president on the call, you're gonna have to answer to the Coca-Cola company. You know.
Credit the what company?
The Coca-Cola company.
Oh, okay.
You can go ahead now, Dubs.
Product placement.
Except this product placement is funny.
The Coca-Cola's pretty damn old.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, this entire day was a doozy. What a day, huh, guys? We doom Russia, then we doom the entire world. George, what are you doing?
Yeah, even in these days, messing with Russia, not something you want to do.
But don't you see, Shiroi, when I was doing the physical act of love, and it seemed like a good idea at the time, you know.
If that doesn't make people abstinent, I don't know what will.
Well, hold on, the star of the movie will save us. Because, believe it or not, Shiroi, Dr. Strangelove actually has a plan. Yes. The insane scientist has a plan to save us, believe it or not.
That plane's still in the air, Jesus.
Gotta hand it to the pilots and the engineers for that one.
Yeah. Here's an interesting thing, by the way. When it comes to the details of the actual plane, they're to the point, because Kubrick actually studied actual Air Force S-4 planes, and so he could get the layout of the control panels and shit to the point.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Kubrick was obsessed with that level of detail. Like, he always researched the subjects of his films thoroughly before even starting to write the script. He was very serious about his job. Well, fuck. Yep. What?
What
The
the?
spaghetti hitting the what?
I knew about spaghetti flying out of pockets. but
You're
not
fucking
this.
insane, little man.
Yes, it is.
Like, his facial expressions, I mean, Jesus Christ.
That expression there looked like he was waiting for the football results or something.
Oh my god. Zero, I
zero.
mute.
Okay.
Alright, Shiro, maybe you could come back now. It's probably gone by this point. Man, Dimitri's a dick.
Yeah. Shiro,
Yeah?
Mute,
you're
please.
sounding weird again. Sorry.
And here I was hoping we could blow some shit up.
Aww.
Oh, now we're gonna get blown up. By the way, this is CNN.
Was he the voice of CNN at this point? I don't think he was.
No, this is out long before CNN.
Yeah. I don't know how old the CNN is, so yeah.
80s, I think.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed we won't die.
Oh my god.
Big plane.
Okay, George has gone mad.
It just clicks, doesn't it?
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. The Odyssey. Now you can command your plane using these simple overlayers.
Why are you still doing a bomb run?
Because he wants to blow some shit up, goddammit.
But you're in severe danger.
I don't think he cares at this point, Dwarfs.
And no, I am not your father.
Oh boy. Oh, you think that's... Oh, you think that's... not Stubbs. Wait till you hear Dr. Strangelove's plan to save the human race.
Let everyone die.
You're onto something, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
So yeah, no safety whatsoever. Bomb doors. Oh shit. Emergency power. Closed. Oh my god.
That's why you're gonna miss the target.
Well, we can now officially say that this entire day has been a complete failure. We couldn't even accomplish the fact that we of blowing shit up. I mean, for as world dooming as it was. I love the group. I love this entire serious situation while you get this goofy music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's something like Grant Kirkhope will make.
Yeah.
Yes, this is something. Whenever there's a serious moment going on, I can imagine Grant Kirkhope being all silly.
There he goes. Hi there, dear John. All right, we're about to set up. Dwibs, you probably heard of the famous missile scene.
No.
No? Oh, surprised. Since
It's one of the most iconic
it's the most
scenes in cinema
yeah.
history.
Well, you'll see. You'll see.
Well, I've never seen this song before, so
I know. It's just because it's so famous that you might have heard of it outside of it.
Hmm.
Hello.
Welcome back, Shiroi. Basically, Shiroi, we're about to see the. Basically, Shiroi, they tried to throw their bomb, but unfortunately, it turns out the mechanism to throw the bomb is not functioning. So, yeah, this entire day has been a complete failure officially.
So, have they mentioned their plan yet?
No, remember, Shiroi, their orders is to blow up, to throw a bomb at Russia because they're stealing our bodily fluids and shit. So, we have to
save the human race.
So, but unfortunately, the plane is malfunctioning. So now the cowboy guy has to actually, launch the missile himself. And trust me, Shiroi, the missile scene is glorious. There's a very good reason why it became so iconic in cinema history. Dun, 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 dun. Whew.
God, this is exhausting.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
And very stressful.
All right, we're almost there.
Okay. How's this gonna go wrong?
Oh, Shiroi. There's so many ways it can go wrong. Here we go.
Oh.
What the? There we go.
Yay! What? Ah! He's too happy about it working that he's not. Isn't even care.
Yeah, you're gonna die, mate.
There we go.
Ouch.
Oh, there we go.
I
This
think
is actual stock footage.
Yeah, I think it is stock footage.
Yeah, this is the Hawaiian test.
Okay, Shiroi, I want you to take.
Exploded with joy.
Okay, Shiroi, I want you to take a wild guess. What's gonna be Dr. Strangelove's plan to save the human race?
Uh-huh.
Well, never mind. You'll see. You'll see. Basically, the hand with the glove is the Nazi hand. By the way, notice the Russian guy. He actually almost cracks up at Peter Sellers' physical comedy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Remember, mate, this is post-Nazi era.
Force of habit?
He's a survivor. Oh, here it is. The ratio will be 10 females per man. Because, we need to repopulate the earth and shit. Hold on, here it is. Pay attention. Oh, it's not yet. Okay. You okay, man?
Fuck the wheelchair.
There it is. Notice. Yeah, the Russian guy is almost laughing.
He's trying so hard to keep a straight face.
No, mate. No. I've got to keep a straight face, otherwise Kubrick will fire me.
Well, I'm sure he's laughing a little too.
And he socked himself in the chin.
Ew! Oh gosh, don't do that.
Here he is. Oh, this one. Oh, this joke. Don't worry, I guess, well, Dwebs too, I guess we have to make that sacrifice. Don't worry, Shiroi, we will make that horrible sacrifice of, having 10 women for ourselves. The things we men do for the world. Yeah, brilliant idea.
Yeah, get that one guy here that actually has common sense.
Oh, you mean the captain? By this point, I think he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess he had to answer to the Coca-Cola machine?
Yep. Sadly.
Ah.
The Coca-Cola company, rather. Oh, here it is. Pay attention. And here's the best line in the movie for me. What?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Brilliant. Okay, here's it.
Okay.
You'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know where.
So,
yes, the movie's over. Yes,
let me get this straight.
What?
They were deliberating on a strategy for so long that everyone died.
Yes.
Anyway.
And by the way, that final line where Pierce Sellers gets up, and says, and he goes, Mein Führer! I can walk. That was totally, he actually got up accidentally. He got so into it that he actually accidentally got up from the chair. And his reaction to it was, Mein Führer! I can walk! And apparently everybody in the set broke into laughter, and Kubrick thought it was so funny, he decided, you know what, just make this the ending of the movie. Perfect.
But he had to cut it off so that it wasn't.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bob. So yeah, final
Can I
thoughts.
go first?
Go ahead.
Wow, what a bizarre ending. But okay. I'll be honest, there were some jokes that just didn't work for me. Not that they were groan-worthy or anything, it was just meh. But overall, it was a decent film. Awesome. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite Kubrick movie, though. I'd still go for Full Metal Jacket, but overall, it's fine.
Awesome.
Wait, there's Shepperton Studios.
Yeah. As for me, as Drezu of course knows, I fucking love this movie to death. It's my favorite comedy of all time. What I love about this movie most is how it doesn't it does its comedy in a silly, really way to in a really funny and silly way, but it still manages to keep some smart satire in, and it doesn't go full retard like a lot of comedies do.
You never go full retard.
Yeah. So yeah, I love the actors. The acting in this film is top notch. Peter Sellers, in all three of his roles, he completely kills it. Completely. George C. Scott is fucking brilliant. And the Russian guy even gets some really funny moments here and there. So yeah, it's of course brilliantly directed, but that's Kubrick, of course. Yeah, fantastic movie for me. Theo, what do you think?
Pretty much what you said. One of the things I never understood was the meaning of one of the last scenes where the Russian guy starts to taking photos with his pocket watch. It never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
But aside from that, yeah, pretty much what you say. Great movie, great way of satire. Is still valid today.
Yeah,
busy.
That's another great thing. This movie, the satire still works today just as much as it did back then. And by the way, here's an interesting piece of trivia. Martin Scorsese, who was a huge Kubrick fan growing up, he said in the A Life in Pictures documentary, the documentary that chronicled Kubrick's entire career, that it was when he watched this movie in the theaters that's when he knew that this was going to be the one filmmaker he would always follow and shit. Anyway, yeah. Sure, what do you thought?
Pretty much the same as you, and also what Dweb said about some jokes here and there not really working for me, but overall I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. All right. Hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. See you for, I guess, maybe probably next time will be probably Full Metal Jacket.
Or Eyes Wide Shut.
That one's a bit too long, so we'll have to...
Maybe when we have enough time for that one then.
See ya.
See ya.